Yo, and it was so funny because I was sitting here and I was like, I'm typing this all out and I can make this a lot easier, quicker, simpler, and I can get it out in my own words and you can actually see me um, to wrap up this post. But yeah, the two breakthroughs, and like I said, I'm in the middle of typing this and I was like, let me just video this because first off, that's part of one of my fears and breakthroughs and things like that is just getting on video and so you guys can actually get a feel for who I am and instead of just reading words on a screen and. But when I think back to like 2009, when I was when we were losing everything on top of a restaurant and Walmart roofs cleaning their exhaust hoods, which for those of you that don't know were the deep fryers and all the crap from the grills and all that stuff gets all that goes up, all the grease and everything else. Well, and they're scrubbing those, spraying them in the middle of the night because that's the only time you can do it. And I got a phone call one afternoon. I was sitting here, and I got a phone call from somebody my wife works with, and said, "Hey, I want you to come look at this thing." And I knew what it was. When I was in the restaurant business, I was always constantly being approached by people wanting me to look at their quote unquote things. And I was a traditional business owner. I was very naive at the time when it came to stuff like that, and I really did blow it off. My wife actually got into a company called Prepaid Legal a few years before that, and I kind of just laughed at her and was like, "What are you doing messing with that scam? Those things are scams." And I'm sure either you feel that way or you felt that way at one point in your life. And but I was at my wit's end. I needed something. I was desperate, and so I went. And it wasn't. It was a technology type company. Natural gas, things like that. So all you people who come and hit me up from Ignite, and I say I know about that, the energy deregulation stuff, I really do. It was my first go at network marketing, but jumped the gun a little bit. So I actually went to this meeting with this thing and checked it out, and the light bulb went off. I saw the three and get three and get three and you get three, and that exponential growth and that residual income, and it was amazing to me. It was like, it kind of hit me. I was like, I know three people who can get three people who can get three people, and that just became a breakthrough for me because I had it set in my mind that I was going to do this and I was going to make it work. It was going to happen. I was going to do something like this. So, but being fresh and new and things like that, not really knowing what I was getting myself into, it took me a few years of, playing on the internet. I actually moved from that company because I had a little eye-opening experience when it came to commissions that, product-based companies actually pay a little bit better. And so that was where I left off with that. I kind of, had shifted gears. So I'd stayed in the industry. I never quit, but I needed to make a move that was going to help me, get to my goal faster. And so that's what I did. So, long story short, that was breakthrough number one, was just seeing something like that and knowing that that's what I wanted. I don't know where I would be now had I not done that. For all I know, I could still be on the roof cleaning hoods. I doubt it. I probably would have found something worse to do at that point because I had put out resume after resume after resume. I had at that point still had an insurance license. I had all kinds of things that I could have done, and I just couldn't find work. And at the same time, and some people hate to hear me say this because they want to call it lazy, and it's not lazy. It's just I know there's a better way. It's not lazy to know that I can go out and I can do 2 hours worth of work, get paid for 2 hours worth of work, or get paid what somebody makes in 40 hours a week doing it 10 hours a week. So if you don't agree with that, I'm sorry, then you're probably in the wrong place. But anyway, so then my second breakthrough was, I'd been in this company, I'd been in at Vasal Sciences, had a great time, met some great people, learned a lot of great things, made some okay money, still didn't have that breakthrough yet. And I realized when I came over and I was listening to David Wood, I was listening to an audio of his, and he was talking about his breakthrough. And there was a problem with my mindset. My mind was in the right place. It wasn't pointed in the right direction. And what I say by that, and what I mean by that, is that I was thinking, I knew where I wanted to go. but I wasn't putting the right fuel in my tank to get there. You know, if you've got a car and you're putting and it needs diesel fuel and you're putting unleaded fuel and it'll give you a little bit of, it'll go for a minute, but it's not gonna get you where you need to go. Okay, so that's kind of where I was at, and then I heard him say something very key. Breakthrough number two, and this has just happened here recently within the past few months or month. He was telling the story of when he saw somebody crushing it, killing it, and he looked at that guy and said, if that guy can do it, I'm going to be rich. And you know what I love about that is I always looked for the past 3 years at people and go, if that guy can do it, I can do it. And that mindset screwed me up because I was not playing hard enough for it. This was breakthrough number two. Now that I see some of these people and I go, if those guys can do it, I'm going to freaking kill it. I'm going to be freaking rich. Not I can do it too. Not I can be mediocre at what we're doing and just I can settle for that. No. No more, guys. It's if I can do it, or if those guys can do it, I'm going to kill it. And here's the thing. If you're looking at me going, if this goofy dude can do it, I can crush it, then guess what? You're in the right place and you've already found the right mindset, guys. That was my breakthrough number two. But I just wanted to share that with you. If that's you, let's hook up because I'd love it if you crushed it over me. That's what I love to see. And but anyway, that's what I have to say on that. That's what I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for these breakthroughs that I've had in my life. And I look forward to hearing back from you guys. Please share, comment, like, post, whatever you got to do with this thing. See if you can get me get it out there a little bit for me. Help me out. And I'd love to hear your feedback too. What are you thankful for? What are your breakthroughs? Tell me that, you know. But anyway, y'all have like a great holiday weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.